Alright, you guys, so starting off, I do have the Revolution Neon Shadow Palette. It's called Not a Dream. I did feature this palette in my Ulta haul, so you can definitely get it at Ulta. It's going to be at the Revolution brand. And they do have different colors, but here is the color scheme for this particular eyeshadow palette. It is so pretty, so I think I want to play more so with this row, and that shimmer shade right there is what I'm thinking. But yes, here is what this lovely palette look like. So I'm hoping everything comes together because y'all know I don't really plan my looks out. But starting off, I'm going to take this middle shade right here. It's going to be this like light orange color, and just put that right into my crease as my transition color. Okay, pigment, can y'all see that? That is some pigment, and you don't really get that much kickback with it. If you guys can see that, there's really not that much kickback, so that's really impressive. So just gonna put that right in my crease as my transition color. All right, going back into the palette, I'm gonna take the next orange shade right here. It's a little bit more on the, how can I describe it? Like a tangerine mixed with like a pinky kind of shade. I just want to add that to my crease as well. All right, going into my lid color, I'm gonna take that really pretty like shimmery orange goldish kind of color. I just dug my nail in it. Just gonna add that to my lid. I'm gonna apply it dry and then wet if need be. Again, it's like an orange gold. Ooh, ooh, that's pretty. It's applying a little patchy, but it's so pretty. So I'm actually gonna wet my brush. Yeah, I'm gonna wet my brush and see if that will help with it, because it's applying really patchy. Spraying your brush definitely helps it out a lot because you definitely get a lot of pigmentation with it. So going back into the palette, I'm just going to mix this color and that color from earlier and just blend out these harsh lines. All right, and then for my outer V color, I'm just gonna take this like red color right here and just place that right in my outer V. Moving on into the face, I'm just going to take my Wet n Wild Prime Focus Primer Serum. It's going to be the hydrating kind, just to prime my skin. And I'm going to take the ColourPop Pretty Fresh Hydrating Foundation. I got the new shade called Dark 175W. I haven't tried this shade out, but I already have tried the foundation out. So hopefully this shade works better for me. Alright, and then for my concealer, I'm going to take the Collab. It's going to be the No Flaw Liquid Concealer in the shade called Mocha. I did feature this in my last video where I was using the, not my last one, but the one before that, where I was using the Collab makeup, and I told you guys that I really enjoyed this concealer a lot. Only thing I did not like about it was the applicator, but besides that, this gave great coverage. So if you want a full coverage concealer, this is definitely going to be the option for you. And it's not that kind of concealer that is too thick and hard to blend out. So I definitely enjoyed this, and I can honestly see it being like one of my new favorites in my collection. So definitely check it out. I got it at Sally's Beauty. I told you guys their prices are it's a little bit up there in comparison to like your Wet n Wild and Elf. To me, they're more like your L'Oreal CoverGirl type prices. That's like up there, but I really enjoyed this concealer, so definitely check it out. And the foundation shade, the Dark 175W, is definitely a better option for me compared to the one that I had before. So definitely going to keep this shade. And look how easy that concealer blended out. Like, it's perfect. All right, and then moving on into my under eye powder, I'm going to use the Wet n Wild Photo Focus. It's going to be the translucent loose setting powder, and I'm also going to take my NYX No Filter finishing powder in the color called Deep Golden to pretty much just set the rest of my face. right, and then for bronzer, I do have the new one by Revolution Pro. It's going to be the Sculpting Bronzer called In Robe. This one says it has a moisturizing cocoa extract, and I told you guys that this one looked kind of red from what I last remember, but love the packaging, so cute. It says Revolution Pro right here on the front, and then here is what the actual product look like. So it does look more red, so I'm hoping it's not going to be too like harsh or intense. So I'm just going to like tread very lightly with it because I'd rather just kind of go in light and then just kind of build it up if need be. So that's what we are going to do. It's actually not red like I thought it was going to be. It's actually really pretty. All right, going back into the palette from earlier, I'm just going to take the shade right here in the corner and just apply that to my lower lash line. Now I'm going to take the orange shade right here and just apply it to my lower lash line as well. I'm just going to take the same color from earlier and just pop that in our inner tear duct. And then I do have the CoverGirl True Blend High Pigment Blush in the color called So Flushed, which I featured in that Ulta haul as well. It's going to be more like your mauvey color. Doesn't really match the eye look, but it's my only newest blush that I have, so we're going to make it work. Just going to go in here just with a slight tap, and you do get some pigment. It's like a slight pretty wash of color. I'm just going to blend this away. Alright, you guys, and then for highlighter, I have the Revolution. It's going to be the Cheek It Don't Hold Back highlighter palette, which looks like this. And I think I'm going to take this I really want to take this like bronzy gold color right here. I think I'm going to do that and apply it to the high points of my cheeks. It almost reminds me of their, if you guys remember their Ignite and their, it was Ignite and something else. Ooh. They had a bigger version like this that was called Ignite, and it was one more color. That's what this situation reminds me of. But this is gorgeous. I like this one better than the other one that was the bronzer and highlighter like combination together. That one did not like that one. This, I like this formula so much better than that formula. All right, and then for my lips, I do have the Revolution. It's going to be their Satin Kiss lip liner in the color called TGIF. I did feature this in that haul as well. Just going to outline my lips. This formula is nice. I just want to take my finger and just blend this in. So even though I lined my lips with it, I don't want the actual initial like line. I just want to use the actual color as a base for my lips because I'm just going to take some lip gloss on top. So I don't want an actual line. I just want the color. All right, so I do have by Maybelline. It's going to be their Lifter Gloss. I have it in the color called 008 Stone and 009 Topaz. I think for this eye look, let me see, which color do I want? Stone is more of like that pinky nude. Love the packaging of these, by the way. It reminds me of the KKW like nude packaging, so love the packaging for these. And I have 009 Topaz. I think for this eye look I want Topaz because it's not really an actual like color per se, so let's use Topaz. And FYI, these have hyaluronic acid, which you guys know I love because I do have dry skin, so it's actually pretty comfortable. Alright, you guys, pretty much going to be the completed look, playing with some new makeup products. And again, I did feature all of these products in my Ulta haul. I would have that linked for you guys to check that video out. But yes, I pretty much like everything that I use. Like, I was pretty much impressed with the eyeshadow palette. The only shadow that gave me like a little bit of a hard time was the actual shimmer shade, but once I wet my brush, it was pretty much like good to go. But I really like the color scheme of this eyeshadow palette because you can create a orange look like I did, or you can actually do like a pinky look. You do have like your really pretty like gold in here, so I actually like this palette. Is it my favorite from them? No, but at the same time, for the price, it's pretty good for the price. I'm actually surprised by the bronzer. I really thought it was going to be more like a red bronzer, but it's actually not. It's really pretty. There's nothing that's too intense. It blended out really nicely, so I was honestly impressed by this bronzer. So I would definitely say pick this bronzer up because it was actually really good, and I really enjoyed the packaging of this because it looks very high-end, very luxe. So definitely enjoyed that. And I told you guys it has an cocoa extract, if that really means anything to you. It do have that in there as well. I really liked this highlighter palette. I told you guys it reminded me of the, I don't know if you guys remember when they had the Ignite highlighter palette. I featured it on my channel like many moons ago. They don't sell it anymore, so that's why I don't really use it in my videos, but I still have it in my collection. That's the vibe that I get from this particular palette and this like bronzy gold shadow right here. It is so pretty on the skin. Like, it's not like the other one that I used where it was that like bronze and highlighter together. That was just, I did not like that at all. This one is really what I like in terms of highlighters against my actual skin. Really like that. Love these glosses. It feels so moisturizing. It feels so hydrated, and it is not sticky at all. I cannot stand sticky lip glosses. These are not sticky, and I think it's so pretty. Love the lip liner pencil because it's actually very easy to use. At the same time, it's also creamy and it's not messy, because some liners that's creamy can be very messy, but it's not messy, and the color pigmentation is really intense. So I truly liked everything that I used today. So I was very impressed with everything, and I cannot wait to play with some more new makeup products. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Be sure to give it 2 thumbs up. Please be sure to rate, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.